Thank you. So we'll actually come to get started standing today on our mats. So if you want to start your music, start it off. I hope you like the playlist. And otherwise, you can play whatever music that you like, of course. But come to get started standing on your mat and find a comfortable stance. So get your feet about hip-width distance apart. And maybe take a moment just to get out the wiggles. You want to press into all edges of your feet here. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. And maybe you want to bring hands to heart center or palms out and strong. Maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And find a soft gaze down. Or maybe even close your eyes. And just take a moment to notice your breath. So maybe it's the first time that you've noticed your breath today or thought about it, brought your attention to it. How does it feel? Is it big? Could it be bigger? And how much of your lung space are you filling up? One of my favorite things from Sarah's classes over the course of this last year has been to think about filling up that 360 degrees of my lungs. Thank you, Sarah, for that. But when you really pay attention, for me, I'm filling up that front, maybe the top. Can you try to get into those back lungs here, getting your ribs to expand in every direction? And on your next natural exhale, expel it all out. Take a big new breath in. Big audible sigh out. Another big breath in just like that. And big breath out. Take another big breath in. Fill up those full capacity of your lungs. And exhale it out. Know that you're welcome to set your intention right here, start of your practice. Anything that comes to your mind that you're looking to focus on, you want to cultivate a bit more of. But if you're looking for a little inspiration, Sam and I offer you tonight this idea of strength. And of maybe thinking about it in a different way than you're used to. Thinking about the strength that it takes to let go. The strength that it takes to push forward, and the strength that it takes to pull back. Think about all of these areas in which we're strong, or we could cultivate some more strength tonight. And we'll do it by building a little physical strength too. Take a big breath in through your nose. Big sigh out. Keep these open mouth exhales through class. Start to bring your arms down by your side. Shift your weight back and forth here. Maybe taking a little bit of a bend in your knees. And then come to plant your feet back down on your mat. Shake out your wrists here. Maybe you just circle them. And then some of you have done this with me before. Start to get that excess water off them, right? Right? The air dryer's not working. There's no paper towels. You're trying to be eco-conscious. Just shake the water off. And start to find a rhythm to it, right? Whatever song is playing right now, get that rhythm going. Get your knees in. Let your shoulders come up and down. Start to make these bigger. And then out and up. Making this halo around you, bring it back down. Find that rhythm, take it with you back up and down. As big as you'd like to make it here, just keep making this halo around you. Maybe you want to wiggle your hips and dance up in this. You're in your house. This is your space. You're good. Find that rhythm. Shake it out. Bringing energy to your wrists, your arms, your shoulders, your hips, your legs for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to some gentle stillness. Bring your palms over your heart, maybe over your belly, your core here, that source of strength. And feel that energy you just made. Energy in the form of your heart pumping, your fingertips tingling a bit. Keeping your breath big. Bend your palms back down by your side and inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up high overhead. Listen here. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly bring yourself all the way down to the earth here and find ragdoll. Keeping your feet maybe where they are, maybe a little bit wider apart here. Let yourself take a bend in your knees. Gaze towards the back of your space here to really let all of that tension from the day roll off of your shoulders, the crown of your head. And if you did find any sort of arm grip, switch it out, find some balance. And start to slowly release your palms back through center. Bring your left palm underneath your face, bend your left knee. And inhale, ragdoll twist. Reach your right arm up high, circle out your wrist, hold and breathe here. Keep a slight bend in your right knee just as well. Take that tension off of your IT band. And then see if you can twist from your mid-spine just a bit more here. Maybe your left fingertips even lift up and away from the ground. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Come back to that center ragdoll. Plant your right palm, bend your right knee. And inhale, ragdoll twist. Reach your left arm up high, circle out your arm here. And hold and breathe. Keep that slight bend in your left knee. Maybe your fingertips lift up and away from the earth. Take a big breath in. Exhale, ragdoll, come back to center. Inhale, high plank. Plant your palms. Step your feet back, charge energy out of your heels. And as you pause here, firm up your core. Draw your belly up and in towards your spine. Know that maybe this first high plank feels a little off, a little weak, but strength is showing up tonight on your mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Find any movement here that feels good. Maybe you sway your heels side to side. Maybe you just pedal out through your knees. And as you press through the L shapes in both palms, start to come back to some stillness and let yourself take a bend in your knees here. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, rise to parallel your chest with your mat. Exhale, crouch and curl. Sink your hips towards your heels, come up high on your tiptoes, and really draw your shoulders over your knees here. Just curling up, compressing all of your energy into a tiny ball. Take a big breath in, and then exhale out. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Drop your heels, reach your arms up high. Exhale, baby back bend. Press your hips forward, cactus out your arms, and pause here. Find your strong base by drawing your thighs in towards one another. A little bit of external rotation here, and then keep your glutes firmly pressing forward to protect your low back, and draw your shoulders down, top of your head up. Inhale, mountain pose, spin your pinkies back in. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with your heart. Let yourself take a slight bend in your knees and gaze towards the back of your mat here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Make yourself small. Let's flow breath to movement. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. Engage your glutes. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Shift weight into your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw your shoulders back together. Exhale, crouch and curl. Stretch through your feet. Inhale, mountain. Reach up tall. Exhale, baby back bend. Press forward. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Take a big breath in. And then exhale out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, something different. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips low, sweep your arms up high, and pause and breathe here. Shift weight back into your heels, drag them apart from one another to ignite your outer thighs, and then check in with yourself here. So there's a lot of strength to be found in sinking low. There's a lot of strength also in allowing yourself to come up and out of this position a little bit here if it helps you see your toes and feel in control. Take a big breath in. Exhale, drinking bird. Sweep your arms to the back of your mat, come up high on your tiptoes, just like your crouch and curl, and pause here. Feel those quads turn on, pull your belly up and in, and drag your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, chair pose, sink back. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, plant your palms, step your feet back. Inhale, press your shoulders to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sweep your right heel up high, hold and breathe here. Dial your right hip down, squeeze your right glute to keep your leg lifted, and then decide if you want to point or flex your toes here. Different sensations in either of these choices. Take what's best for you, and a big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Hug your knee into your chest, shift forward, then step your right foot between your palms. Spread. Press your left toes into the mat. Draw your left hip forward. And get a little bit of weight up and away from your right quad here. Lightly plant your left palm underneath your shoulder. And inhale, simple twist. Reach your right arm up high, hold and breathe here. Draw the back of your left leg up toward the sky. Pull your right knee into center. And then same as earlier in that ragdoll, twist from your middle spine here. Big breath in. Exhale, horizon lunge. Pivot onto the pinky toe side edges of both feet. Keep your hips lifted and send your right fingertips reaching towards the back of your space. Get that burn in the outer right quad here. Outer right hip opening up. Inhale, simple twist, pivot back to start. And exhale, low lunge. Come to frame that right foot again. Press into your left toes. Inhale, warrior two. Rise and open up to the left side of your mat. And hold and breathe. Check in with your base here. Get that heel to arch alignment between your front and back foot. And then draw them in together. Feel yourself get a little bit taller. Stack your right knee over your right ankle and reach your fingertips out in opposition. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Tick-tock your arms to send your left arm up high. And notice if you want to stay in this traditional extended side angle, or if you want a little more side body length, extend your left fingertips overhead. Or maybe pulling back is the strength you need to find here, in which case you could plant your forearm on top of your quad. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten through your front leg, give it a break. Send your right arm up and back, and hold and breathe here. Continue to find that drawing together of your heels. Get your inner thighs ignited. Keep your left hip higher than your right. And see if you can peel your left shoulder just a little further back here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel your way back down with control. Plant your palms. Inhale, high plank. Step your right foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, reach your left heel up high, three-leg dog. Hold and breathe. Send energy out of your left heel. Decide if you want to point or flex your toes. And then use your left glute to lift your leg up just a bit higher. Take a big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Hug your knee into your chest. Shift forward, then step your left foot through. Press into your right toes here. Draw your thighs in together for that strong, stable base. And find a little bit of lift off of your left quad. Plant your right palm. And inhale, simple twist. Reach your left arm up high, hold and breathe here. Lift the back of your right leg up to the sky this time. Hug your left knee into center. And find that twist from your midsection here. Healing open. Take a big breath in. Exhale, horizons lunge. Pivot onto the knife edges of both feet. Extend your left fingertips towards the back and then pay attention to your hips. Can you lift them up just a bit more? Yes, awesome adjustments. Inhale, simple twist. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Take your time to open up with control. Spin your back heel down and hold and breathe here. Find that same heel to arch alignment of your front and back foot and then pull them in together. Press through the pinky toe side edges to keep your hips nice and open and stack your left knee over your left ankle. Inhale, hinge forward far as you can. Exhale, extended side angle. Same options here to check in with what kind of strength you need or can find in this pose. Whether you're taking a variation, something more traditional. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg, sweep your left arm up and back, and hold and breathe here. Magnetize your heels back in towards one another. Reignite your inner thighs. Bump your right hip up even a little bit higher and feel that stretch through your left side body. Take a big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Take your time coming back down here with control. Inhale, high plank, step back. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Take a big breath in. Big open mouth, exhale out. Let's slow that breath to movement. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink as low as you'd like. Exhale, drinking bird, take your time, maybe sink your glutes. Inhale, chair pose, release to the earth. Exhale, forward fold, lead with your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Always time to run through a chaturanga if you'd like. Otherwise, inhale here. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right heel up high. Exhale, low lunge. With control, step through. Inhale, simple twist. Exhale, horizons lunge. Lift your hips up. Inhale, simple twist. Exhale, low lunge. Stay light in your fingertips. Inhale, warrior two, dance open. Exhale, extended side angle. Use your obliques to lift. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, low lunge, cartwheel down, plant your palms. Inhale, high plank or chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, reach your left heel up high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, simple twist, reach your left arm high. Exhale, horizons lunge, reach back. Inhale, simple twist. Exhale, low lunge, stay light in your fingertips. Inhale, warrior two, expand open. Exhale, extended side angle, lift with your obliques. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, low lunge, windmill down, plant in. Inhale, high plank or high to low plank. And exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Take a big breath in. And a big exhale out. Sam will be running you through the sun bee, adding on a couple of pieces. Know you can grab a sip of water, And take a moment.
So as we think about what strength looks like, I invite you to find that balance between challenging yourself while also giving yourself grace and thinking about all the ways you've cultivated strength in addition to the physical strength we're building tonight. So inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step your feet between your hands. Inhale, high halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your booty low, send your fingertips up high. Now pause and breathe here. Bring your hands together at heart center. And as you are still low, can you think about stepping your feet to hips width distance apart? Sink your hips a little bit lower. We'll take 10 squats. So it's lift, lower, lift, lower. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale just for 4, 3, chair pose, into 1, chair pose, stay low, but keep your hips wide. Inhale, lift your arms up high overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down. Inhale, halfway lift, lift your back. Exhale, high plank, plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, something different. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right tricep. Now pause and breathe. Woo. So drag your knee closer towards your tricep and really turn on your right oblique. Maybe you lift your knee a little bit higher, almost towards your shoulder. Good. Woo. Inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Bring your right knee across your body. Now pause. Press into your hands hard to dome up the space between your back. Challenge yourself to isolate your hips while using your obliques to drag your knee across your body. Yes. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Woo. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your foot between your hands. Pause here. Root down hard into your left hand. Oh, I'm already out of breath there, friends. It'll serve as a base, and we'll find Heisman. So for this, you bring your left knee behind your wrist and you tap. Step back, tap. Step back, tap. Exhale, inhale. Yes. Exhale, inhale. Go faster. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Tap, 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 tap. Keep moving, keep breathing. Option to speed it up for a little more of a cardio burst, or to slow it down to focus on strengthening that right leg. For 4, 3, low lunge, into 1, exhale, low lunge. Plant your foot down. Stay here for a breath. Inhale. Loud, open mouth, exhale, release some heat. Really good. Inhale, warrior 2. Pop open towards the right side of your mat. Stay here and breathe. Cactus your arms out to 90 degrees. Goalposts on both sides. Engage your core, zip it up here. We'll take arm flips. So you flip, palms face back. Lift, palms face up. Down, up, down, up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Stay here, keep breathing. Think about an invisible wall behind you when you bring your palms up. Can you push back onto that wall? Melt your shoulders down away from your ears and think about isolating your shoulders. For 4, 3, warrior 2, into 1, exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up and back, let it feel good. Exhale, low lunge. Windmill your hands down, breathe in. Exhale, high plank. Step your foot back, pause here. Awesome, so option to take the high plank on your knees and engage your shoulders here, or option to take toe taps with me. So you step your right foot out, in, left out, in. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Really good. Think about pressing down hard while squeezing your hips in line with your shoulders. Awesome. Out, in, out, in. You've just got 4, 3, high plank into 1. Hold your high plank. Take the biggest inhale. Exhale, down dog. Send your hips up and back. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath and make them the biggest breath you can. Release all the heat that you've built. Inhale deeply. Press the air out. Don't be afraid to make some noise. Inhale. Loud, open mouth. Exhale. Great. Inhale, lift your left heel up high. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Drag your knee outside of your body. Pause here. Magnetize your knee towards your shoulders. Option to just stay in a high plank if this isn't serving you. But wherever you are, squeeze your booty down. Yes. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee across your body to right tricep. Pause here. Can you cinch your left side oblique up to drag your knee closer towards your elbow? Can you challenge yourself to drag your booty down? Engage your left butt cheek, rather your right butt cheek. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your foot in between your palms. We'll take those Heismans on the other side. So press your right hand down hard. Tap left foot, or rather right foot, left hand. It's out, tap, out, tap. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep going here. Again, option to move a little faster for that cardio burst. Wherever you are, can you engage your low core to squeeze your foot a little closer to your hand? Go, Sarah. For 4, 3, hold high plank, or rather low lunge into 1. Pause in your low lunge. Excellent. Inhale, warrior 2, windmill open to face the left side of your mat. Let's take a breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Sink low in your front knee. Keep breathing here. We'll take over under, so you cross your arms across your body and you open out and switch. Open, cross, open, cross. Keep moving, keep breathing here. Option to make this really feel good and swing them out, or to challenge yourself to isolate your shoulders more. Wherever you are, stack your shoulders over your hips. Bend deeply into your front knee for 4, 3, warrior 2, into 1. Pause in your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step your feet back. We'll take a round of toe taps here. So again, courage and bravery and strength can mean dialing back, rather shoulder taps. So you tap your shoulder across your body and you plant. It's tap, plant, tap, plant. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Can you bring your bum in line with your shoulders? Can you stack your heels over the ball mound of your back foot? Challenge yourself to isolate your hips for this moment. For 4, 3, hold high plank, in 2, 1, hold your high plank, inhale big. Loud, open mouth, exhale, down dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale here, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. Drop your knees, find child's pose. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Melt your forehead down to the earth. Find a moment of stillness and just notice, what have you already built? What have you already cultivated? How can this physical feeling of strength, in whatever form it looks like to you, translate into strength outside? Breathe in here, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, release some heat, inhale big. And release. Press up to tabletop. And on your exhale, swing your legs around in front of you and come on down to your backs. You know where we're going, friends. Interlace your fingers behind your head, like you're holding your head in a little basket. Send your elbows out in opposite directions. Now stack your knees over your shoulders. What? Over your hips. Flex your feet. Inhale, lift your chest up, press your low back down. Exhale, bicycle. Bring your left leg, your left knee to your right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. You're off and running. Option to plant your feet and just use that motion. You're looking for a little more spice. You can keep your legs up, straight like this. But wherever you are, stamp your low back down into the mat. Think elbow to knee rather than knee to elbow. Good, Brittany. You've just got 8, 7, go Hannah, 6, 5, lower down in 4, 3, long body stretch in 2, 1, take one big long body stretch, let it go. And then as you're ready, send your legs up the wall. Find that same basket grip behind your head. Lift your shoulders up off of the mat. We'll take cherry pickers. So you reach for your right foot with your left hand and come back to center. Then you reach the other way. So it's center, reach, center, reach. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Challenge yourself to keep your shoulders lifted the entire time. Bend your knees as much as you need, but think about lifting a little bit higher from your low core to reach your toes. Go Sarah, go Brittany, go Christina, just for 4, 3, keep your legs up in 2, 1, keep your legs lifted, but release your low back down. Send your arms out long beside you. Stamp your shoulder blades into the back of the mat. We'll take leg lowers. So you lower for 2, lift up for 2, down for 2, lift up for 2. Exhale, inhale. So think about as you bring your legs down, can you hover them 1 inch off of the mat? And on the way up, can you engage your low core a lot to lift them up a little bit higher? Option to point or flex your feet. Option to just move one leg at a time. So good. Up for 2, then down for 2, just for 4, 3, long body stretch into 1, take a big, juicy, long body stretch. Send your arms up overhead like you're just waking up for the first time. Point and flex your toes and stretch out really big to find that release in your core. So good. Breathe in. Release. Now, however you choose to get there, after you towel water, we'll meet back in downward facing dog on your own time.
I'm sweating.
So as you're ready, make your way back to a downward facing dog. Maybe you flow through a vinyasa. Maybe you're like, Sam, I'm not doing that. And just come back to your home base. Spread your finger pads out wide. Soften in the knees. And bring your mind back to your breath. I took a class recently where the instructor said your breath is your anchor in the present. And as you use your breath to anchor into this moment, come back to this idea of strength. Know that the hardest part, the part that is showing up, the part that is willingly engaging in challenge, that's where the strength is, and you have already done that. Breathe in. Let it go. One more time because it feels good. Inhale, fill up. Open up, exhale, release. Inhale, three-legged dog. Float your right leg up high towards the sky. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Pause here. We'll take rainbows. So you bring your knee across your body, back up. Across and up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep moving here. Use your low core to bring your foot across your body and challenge yourself to keep your shoulders still. For 4, 3, three-legged dog in 2, 1. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, stretch it out. Exhale, low lunge. Stamp your foot between your hands. Press down hard into your right foot. It will be your base. Inhale, standing out. Keep your palms planted on the floor. Lift your left leg up to 90 degrees. Now pause and breathe here. Option 2, point or flex your toes, but wherever you are, lower your left hip in line with your right. Excellent. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your left knee behind your right knee. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Really good. Keep moving, keep breathing here. As you lift your leg, can you squeeze your left butt cheek to keep your left hip pointing down? If you had headlights on your hips, they would both be shining towards the mat. Really good, Hannah. For 4, 3, standing L in 2, 1, land back in your standing L. We'll take butt pulses, so you lift your leg up, up, lift, lift. Exhale, exhale, up, up. So really squeeze that spot where your butt cheek meets your leg. For 4, 3, lift it up, and 2, 1, hold your standing L, inhale. Exhale, low lunge, plant your foot down. Something new here, inhale, crescent lunge. Send your fingertips up high overhead, bend your front knee. Now pause and breathe here. Stack your back heel over the ball mound of your back toe. Use your hands to manually square your hips forward. Now, zip your low belly in so your hips are right underneath your shoulders. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, unite your palms over your left shoulder, pointing up towards the sky. Thank you, Brittany, for this. We'll take some chops. So you chop the wood and lift. Chop and lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Keep moving, keep breathing here. Stay solid in your base and make sure that you're not swinging so hard that you fall off of your base. Awesome. And if you fall off, you fall off. You just come right back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, crescent lunge, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, land in your crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Pop open big here. Inhale, star pose. Heels in, toes out, lift up, breathe. Find jazz hands, extend energy out of both of your hands. Lift your heart up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, horse pose. Sink low in your hips. Bring your hands towards your heart. Now pause here. Find mountain pose in your upper half as your shoulders are over your hips. And imagine someone has strings on your knees and they're pulling them out. Really good. Know that if your horse is a little higher up today, that's great. But wherever you are, find what feels good here. Maybe you sway from side to side. Maybe you lower and lift a little. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big movement coming up here, so listen closely. Plant your weight in your right leg. On your inhale, find a Shiva squat at the top of your mat. Tuck your left knee behind your right leg. Yeah, so you're facing the right side of your mat. You're in a Shiva squat. And the reason you're here is that we're going to find skaters. So you'll hop to the back of the mat and tuck your foot. Yes, so you hop, tuck, hop, tuck. Start to move quickly, finding a little bit of cardio. Really good. Yes, option to take out the hops and just do little taps. Really good. Think about sticking that landing by planting your foot down hard. So good. Lift your chest up, keep breathing here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, Shiva squat in 4, 3, 2, 1. Land at your Shiva squat at the top of your mat. That was awesome. Step your left foot out. Inhale, star pose. Lift up super, super big here. Take a big breath. Exhale. Waterfall to low lunge at the top of your mat. Inhale, high plank. Shoot your right foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your hips go up and back. Inhale with me. Exhale together. We have one more side. Inhale, lift your left heel up high. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Bring your left knee towards your shoulder. Now pause and breathe here. Root down hard through your hands. We'll find those rainbows. So across and out. Across and out. Think about your knee being kind of like a pendulum that you're swinging across your body. Really good. For 4, 3, lift your leg in 2, 1, inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg up high. Exhale, low lunge. Stamp your foot between your hands. Get sturdy in your left foot. Press into the ball mound of your front foot. So inhale, standing up. Lift your right knee up. Option to keep it pointed or flexed. Option to come onto tented fingertips, but wherever you are, breathe powerfully. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your right knee behind your left leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Think about compressing your knee behind your leg, getting really, really little, kind of like we did in that crouch and curl at the beginning of class. For 3, standing L in 2, 1, land in your standing L, snuggle your right hip down, flex your foot here to really turn your leg on, soft bend in your left knee, pulse your leg up, up, lift, lift, exhale, exhale, lift, lift. So tiny little movements here, up, up, for 4, 3, crescent lunge in 2, 1, exhale, crescent lunge. Plant your foot between your legs and rise up tall. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll take those chops on the other side. So unite your hands over your left shoulder and gaze up. Really great choice, Hannah, to come on down to your knee. We'll chop the wood. So chop, lift, chop, lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So this move feels really good for me, so I'm tempted to swing my body everywhere. But can you think about isolating your core and moving with control? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, crescent lunge in 2, 1, inhale, find your crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Pop open big here. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out. Take a moment here. Exhale, horse, sink low in your hips and find what feels good. Maybe you take a little bit of movement here. Maybe you sway from side to side. Inhale, star pose, lift up big. We'll take another little cardio first. So on your own times, we'll find jacks. So it's up, down, lift, or yes. So if you are like, Sam, stop, option to step it out. Yes. Go, Hannah. Think about snapping your hands over your shoulders. So good, Sarah. For 8, 7, 6, 5, star pose in 4, 3, 2, 1, land. Take a big star pose, your biggest breath yet. Let it go. One more time, inhale. Exhale, waterfall through, find your low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back.
Ooh, friends, I am sweating. Allow yourself to take those big open mouth exhales here. Sigh it out. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, come to lower down to your knees. Ooh, grab a sip of water if you need it. Come back to that breath, that big, beautiful, expansive breath you had control over. And when you're ready, we'll come to meet seated with our legs out long in front of us, but know you've got a couple of breaths to get there. Maybe you notice your heart beating. Notice the strength you had to push on through some of those cardio bursts, through some of those things you might not normally do. You definitely won't find me doing jacks outside of Hannah's class, maybe Sydney's class. But take a moment, thank yourself for showing up, for getting your heart moving, for caring enough to take care of it. And take a big breath in and a big sigh out. Inhale, reach your arms up high overhead, circle out your wrists. And exhale, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana, hinge forward. Take your time here, really rooting your glutes into the mat and using that to push yourself up and out of your hips to come forward. Keep a slight bend in your knees, just to give your low back some love, some space. But know that if your hamstrings are crying out for some love, as mine always are, you could gently straighten your knees too if that feels good. If your breath hasn't quite come back yet, challenge yourself to keep focusing on it here. There's a lot of strength that comes from being able to take control of your breath, and thus of your mind, your body. Start to slowly lift yourself up and out of your folded seat. Plant the soles of your feet down and come to slowly lower all the way down to your mat with that beautiful control. Plant the soles of your feet up by your glutes and inhale, reach your right heel up high, circle out your ankle. Done a lot of stabilizing for you today. Don't let it go unnoticed. Take another big breath in. And exhale, supine pigeon. Cross your ankle across your left thigh. Press your right knee away from you here towards the front of your space. And know that maybe this feels like enough. There's a strength in being able to meet yourself where you're at, even if you wish you were somewhere different. Or maybe you want to grab for the back of your left thigh. Sometimes I like to find some sway side to side here. Do what feels good to you. It doesn't have to be so strict all the time. It doesn't have to have a name or look cool. And if your left foot is lifted, start to bring it back down to your mat. Inhale, reach your right leg back up high. And exhale, half happy baby. Grab for either the outer or the inner edge. For me, it's easier to do outer here. Stamp the sole of your foot on the ceiling and pull your knee down towards you, just as if you were in happy baby, but your left foot stays planted, left knee stays bent. Focus on opening up just this side here. Shoulders stay planted. Maybe we can even release them a little further into the mat. Inhale, extend your right leg back up high. Exhale, plant your right foot down. We'll take it all to the other side. Inhale, reach your left heel up high. Circle out your ankle. Notice the strength that had to hold you today in some of those one-legged postures. And on your exhale, supine pigeon. Cross your ankle across your right thigh. Press your knee away from you here. This side might be totally different. Option to stay where you are. Or to find any of the other options here to pull your knee in and to make this stretch your own. Your right foot's lifted. Start to bring it back down to the earth. Inhale, extend your left leg back up high. Now exhale, half happy baby. Grab for inner or outer edge. Again, outer is easier for me here, but find what feels best to you. Bend your knee and pull it down towards you. It might feel weird, right? We're not used to taking just half of a posture, except maybe pigeon. But glue your shoulders down into the earth here. Let your mind focus, your breath focus on that left hip. Inhale, extend your left leg back up high. Exhale, ground your left foot back into the earth just for a moment. Feel connected here. And inhale, draw both knees up and in. Give yourself a squeeze. Keep hold of your right leg. Let your left leg lay long. Inhale, pull your knee up and around your rib cage. And exhale, supine twist. Guide your leg across, over to the left. Let your hips stack. Gaze out over your right fingertips. And find some strength to let go here of your glutes that you might be clenching, any muscles in your face. And start to gently draw your knees back into center. Reset your low back on your mat. Keep hold of your left leg this time. Let your right leg lay long. And inhale, pull your left leg up and around your rib cage. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your leg over to the right side of your mat. Gaze out over your left fingertips. And again, find that strength to let go. We've had to have a lot of that strength over the last 12 months. As we head into this new season, can you find just a little bit more of that strength? Gently start to draw your knees back up and into center. Reset your low back firmly on the earth. Lift your shoulder blades up and away from your mat. Wrap your forearms around your shins and press your shins back into your forearms here. Get that stretch across your shoulders. Ask your body this last bit of strength. Take a big breath in and exhale. Final resting pose. Shavasana. Heavy your limbs into the earth. Take up some space. Know that this can look however you want it to look tonight. Whatever brings you the most ease here in your body. But release any tension, your fingers, your jaw, your eyebrows. Give yourself permission to just exist here for the next few moments. Just soak up all of the strength you exhibited over the last 60 minutes and over this last year. Shavasana. Know that you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as your evening allows. But if you're ready or need to transition back in, start doing small movements to wherever is craving it first. Find your breath a little bit bigger. Sigh everything out. And come to stretch your arms overhead. Find a long body stretch. See if you've got any extra space here. And pull your knees up and into your chest. Compress it all in. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. My God, sometimes that is the hardest part. And know that you can rock onto your favorite side for seed pose or stay right where you are. And let wherever that is be a moment to think about this rebirth, not only out of your practice and into the rest of your life off of your mat here, but a rebirth into this new season. May it be filled with a lot more strength to let go, to push forward, and to pull back. Start to slowly make your way up to an easy seat, Sukhasana. An option to ground in with your hands at heart center, wherever else feels good, but bow your chin a little bit here to yourself. Take a moment to feel that gratitude. Take a big exhale out. Another big breath in. Sigh it out. Option to elevate your thumbs to your third eye center, your seat of intuition. That space that knows that you've got all this strength. May you have the strength to fight against that inner voice that sometimes tries to tell you you don't. In gratitude for being able to come together and build off of one another's innate strength. We bow forward. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight, for literally sweating with us. I'm sweating. But it's so much fun to, as Sam said, I loved when she mentioned to show up for the challenge, right? When you know something's going to be challenging and you still show up anyway, that's some serious strength, right? You need to avoid the things that might be hard. But thanks for showing up tonight, friends.
Thank you.
Yes. I see Chris's pup has made an appearance. She's not in jail anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, Brittany. Thanks, Sam.
Gone wild. She's gone wild.
Oh my gosh, Chris. She wants to play.
Fully licking my entire face during Shavasana.
Oh my God, she's so perfect. Chris kicked out.
Are you being a good girl or are you being
Yeah, he was meowing so loudly for the first like 20 minutes.
No.